Here there are nested radical numbers. If you can grasp the logic behind these radical numbers, if you can figure out how nested radicals work, you can easily solve this question. Don't forget to mention in the comments how you solved this as well. Come on, let's start solving the question. Now, when we look at this question, there are nested radicals. And among these nested radicals, there are the numbers 8, 4, and 2. When you look at the question here, you probably notice this. 8, 4, 2, and 32. Either 2 or powers of 2 are present, did you notice? So in this question, we need to form powers of 2. But whenever we encounter complex questions like this, we never truly like the specific numerical values that are positioned right in between. We need to get rid of these numbers in between. To get rid of the numbers in between, here's what I'll do. I'll start with this number. We'll first move this one inside. Then we'll move the resulting number inside again. And in this way, all the numbers will have been moved inside the root. Before doing these steps, I want to show how to move numbers outside the root to the inside. For example, let's say you have a times root b. When moving this a outside into the root, here's what you do. You write the degree of the root as an exponent. So, what I mean is this. Since the degree of the root here is an invisible 2, when you move a inside, it will be moved as a squared and then multiplied by b. Did you notice? I wrote the degree of the root as an exponent above. The degree of the root here is 2. If the degree of the root is not written in such questions about radical numbers, we assume the degree of the root is 2. Look, since the degree of the root is not written here, I assume the degree of the root is 2. Now that we've learned how to move the number outside into the root, we can start solving the question. Now first, I will move the 8 here inside the root. As you can see here, since the degree of the root is not written, it will always be considered as 2. Come on, let's move the 8 inside the root here. I'm going to move the 8 inside the root right away. You need to say this right away. Since the degree of the root is 2, when moving the 8 inside, it will be moved as 8 squared. The degree of the root will come up as the exponent. And it is written as times 4. Let's write the resulting root together now. There is another root inside the root. And now here, we have 4 times 8 squared. There is a root inside, and inside there is a 2. Equals 32 to the power of x. So what did I do? Here, by moving this 8 outside into the root as 8 squared, I got rid of the number in between. So the 8 here moved inside, and there is no number left in between. This is how I try to eliminate the numbers in between in nested roots. Now what's next? Now it's time to move this 4 times 8 squared inside. Hey everyone, come on. Let's carefully transport this one inside right now. You're going to say this right away. We already have a root on the outside. Inside that, there's another root. And inside that, there will be yet another root. There are already 2 of us inside. Here, you see this. We're going to move the 4 inside. When we move the 4 inside, it will be moved as 4 squared. In the same way, there's 8 squared. When 8 squared is moved inside, it will be moved as 8 squared squared. In other words, it will be moved as 8 to the power of 4. Here, this is what we did. There was 8 squared squared. Here, since it's a power raised to a power, I thought the exponents should be multiplied and wrote it as 8 to the power of 4. So we moved it inside as 8 to the power of 4. Now there are nested roots, and we can combine these nested roots into a single whole. I want to carefully merge the 3 distinct root systems that are present here. If you have nested roots like this, the only thing you need to do to combine them is this. Multiply the degrees of the roots and write them as a single root. Since the degrees of the roots are 2, 2, and 2, when I multiply them, the degree will be 8. So we can write this part inside as a single root. But what will be the degree of the root? It will be 8, because I combined the roots by multiplying their degrees. When I multiply the root degrees, inside the root I get 2 times 4 squared times 8 to the power of 4. Now the degree of the root is 8. You can immediately say this. I can write the 2, 4, and 8 inside in terms of base 2, 1 by 1. Come on, let's write these in base 2, 1 by 1. We have a radical expression. The degree of the root is 8. The 2 is already there. Here, instead of 4, I will write 2 squared. So the square of 2 squared will appear. Similarly, replace 8 with 2 cubed as its power with a 4 above. So 2 to the power of 3. to the power of 4. That means it will be raised to the 4th power, equals 32 to the power of x. Right away you would say this. I see a power raised to another power here. Look, 2 squared, 3 to the 4th power. Did you see? There is a power raised to a power. We are going to combine these. What will we do when we combine them? We will multiply them. If there is a power raised to a power, you multiply them. I am writing it in its updated form. The root's degree is 8. Inside we have a 2. I applied the power to a power rule. 2 times 2 is 4, so we get 2 to the 4th power. I applied the power to a power rule. 3 times 4 is 12, so it's 2 to the 12th, equals, and 32 is 2 to the 5th. There's an x on top. If you can say this right away, since the bases inside the root are the same, we can multiply them. What happens when the bases are the same? The exponents are added. Come on, let's add the exponents. 12, 4, and an invisible one. What will we get when we add the exponents? 17 will come out. I'm writing it down right away. Inside the root, 2 to the 17th power. The degree of the root is 8, equals 2 to the power of, there's a power to a power. I multiplied the exponent. We get 5 times. Here, I can convert the radical expression to an exponential one. To convert a radical expression to an exponential one, all you have to do is write the degree of the root as the exponent of the number inside. But when you write the degree, you write it as a power of 1 over the degree. In other words, you write the exponent as 1 divided by the degree. Come on, let's write it. So 2 to the 17th power. How will you write it as an exponent? Since the degree of the root is 8, you'll write it as 1 over 8. That equals 2 to the power of 5x. Did you see this now? If the bases are the same, then the exponents are also the same. So, let's set this exponent equal to the exponent here. 17 times 1 over 8 gives us 17 over 8. That equals 5x. I'm dividing both sides by 5. When I divide both sides by 5, I get 17 over 40 equals. So x is found to be this value. So, in this way, we found x. When we see these kinds of radical numbers, if there are nested roots, we always try to get rid of the numbers in between. You can also apply this method when you see this type of question. I'm also curious about how you solved it, so let me know in the comments. Be sure not to forget to mention it. If you want more questions like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Sending kisses to all of you. Goodbye. Bye-bye.